All right, so this is the finale to the Sibelius Symphony for the viola. And just want to say a few things about this as you start to practice. Um, the nice thing about this piece for the strings is that you often have the same rhythms and the same notes even as the violins and the cellos. And so it's going to help. It's going to help to just keep, keep everything really together and hopefully in tune. But there are some things that I really want to point out that, when you're looking at music with 5 pages, it's hard to know until you've played the piece where the really important things are to be working on extra. And so one of those is going to be after B. Obviously this looks hard, and it is, and it's really fast, but it's really after that where I want you to really be able to play these notes in here. So it's about measure 53 and right in here, and then when you get to the un poco con moto here, these notes, really important that they're really in tune here, because the harmonies are a little strange and different notes here than the other string sections. And if it's not really secure, it's not going to sound good at all. It's going to sound really bad. The thing is, it's such a beautiful section when everybody's playing, the right chord, the right notes to make up these chords, and it's in tune. So I really want you to be sure that you can play this with really good accuracy in the left hand. Now, when you get to all these repeated scales, obviously it's important, but the good news is it's the same thing, right? You just have it once and then it repeats 25 times. So, the nice thing is you learn 1-2 measure scale there, and then you've learned half of a page. Starting at H down here at the bottom of the second page, or even just a little before that, right in here, these half notes starting it. This is important as well, and the chromatic scales. It's good practice. You need to know your chromatic scales anyways. That just means you're moving by half step, and so put some fingerings in there, so you just want to make sure you're really able to play your chromatic scales in tune. And then all this is repeat of the first page, and it's all with the violins and the cellos, so won't be too bad. Doesn't mean you don't need to practice it. It just means that it shouldn't be too hard to learn, and yeah. So now when we get to the last 2 pages here, top of the 4th page is similar to what I was saying before after B. So you have this fast scale and then N, and these 3 lines here are also really important for intonation. You do have a little treble clef playing right here. But the notes, really important that these are all in tune. So it's like that other section at B, except it's in a different key. So completely different notes to learn. And then at O, you're doing a new scale, but again, it's just 2 measures and it repeats. It's really just 1 measure. The other one is too. It's really just a 1 measure thing that repeats after, and it happens 39 times, and then you get 1 line of playing more of a melody, and then you go to Q and you play the whole thing again, another 16 plus 6, 22 more times. So the good news about the viola part here is that you have cellos do the same thing, by the way, as you guys. So you have these scales that are just going to be, pretty mindless. You just need to make sure that you know how to do it once, and then you just keep repeating it. So that's Sibelius, and make sure that you're practicing. Hopefully you'll listen many times to the recording, and even the video that I put up with playing the viola part along with the recording. I want you to really have a good sense for how your music, your part fits in with the whole. So have fun, Sibelius. Sibelius is a good piece. So.